You're watching Community Close-Up with Jay Dow.
Just in the last few days, the National Institutes of Health reportedly cut another 200 jobs toward a Trump administration goal to eliminate a total of 20,000 positions. Recent funding cuts impact not just the Cancer Research Institute, but grants focused on rare disease research. The impact, of course, is intensely personal for tens of thousands of people who are relying on NIH to change their lives. James Ford explains.
I never thought that I was that different.
Lauren Ruotolo isn't particularly different from anyone else, but the author, speaker, and content creator talks about how she does stand out.
I have McCune-Albright syndrome. It's a very rare disease. At the age of 8, I actually stopped growing.
Ruotolo has gone from being only a bone disease patient to also becoming an advocate.
The amount of cuts that have been made is a significant issue.
She's talking about cuts to research projects at the National Institutes of Health, or NIH, by far the world's largest funder of biomedical research. The NIH gives out about $47 billion in grants yearly. Of those, more than $2 billion have been cut, or nearly 5% of all research.
At the end of the day, it affects patient care.
For more than 15 years, Ruotolo has been one of a variety of patients in studies and treatment of her rare bone disease at NIH headquarters in Maryland.
I got to meet children with it, and they got to see me, and I got to tell them that it's going to be okay.
But a recent visit to lobby on Capitol Hill, she says, showed her how under attack many programs are.
The agency at the NIH that my study is in, 17% of the staff was cut that day.
It was part of an effort to cut up to 20,000 jobs ordered by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Secretary of Health and Human Services, which oversees the NIH.
We're streamlining the agency.
It seems like this is just the start.
Noam Ross runs Our Open Sci, a data science nonprofit that's collected details about canceled healthcare grants.
These grants are planned out for years and then can take 5 years, 6 years, 7 years to complete this research. And they can only do that if the government is going to make a commitment and keep its promises.
Not doing so, he says,
Dutchie, over here,
deprives millions of people, like the activist and dog owner who says she's no different than anyone else, from being no different than anyone else, despite her rare disease. That's why lately she's been going to Washington frequently to lobby and try to prevent more cuts. She says she's counting on comments like this from the HHS secretary.
If we make mistakes, we're going to admit it, and we're going to remedy it.
Which is why Ruotolo says she's spoken out and encourages everyone to do the same.
I can't just sit down and not do anything.
For Community Close-Up, I'm James Ford.